Tonight on Bondi Rescue, what not to do with a dead shark. D-Day. Does trainee Maxi have a future as a fully fledged lifeguard?
He's got nowhere else to go. Either gets a job now or he just needs to move on to something else.
A body off the cliffs. Beardy puts his life on the line. Another day at Bondi.
Good morning. Morning. Thanks, mate.
The master and apprentice begin their shift.
It's like pretty much not a job. It's, you get paid for it, but I love it, so it's not like I wake up and punch a pillow 10 times and don't want to come to work. Me and him have races who could get here earlier.
It's taking you 3 years to dig a hole that good. That's how we carry it, mate. When Maxi first started, he was a little 15-year-old punk, and he had braces and had a smile from ear to ear, and mate, he was just unreal fun to be around, and he really liked the joint up. We had him for work experience. His teacher came down and said, "Oh, mate, you don't want to keep him, do you?" Look at him now. Yeah. 3 years down the track, and we still can't get rid of him.
But there's a problem for Maxi. Traineeships are meant to be for 2 years, not 3.
Not my time of lifeguarding. There's no one else I've ever seen so enthusiastic that Maxi had. But this job's really difficult because it just doesn't take just that alone. The experience level isn't there yet. Maxi's got to be able to prove that to us.
If he doesn't qualify for a permanent position soon, Maxi's days on Bondi are numbered. 4 months earlier, in the dead of winter, Bondi's 35 lifeguards lined up to re-qualify for their positions.
50 to go, Dawn Fraser.
While the veterans need to prove they've still got what it takes, the stakes are highest for trainees Jake and Maxi.
He's here doing his best to try and get in one of the positions that are available. If he doesn't get one of those, it's goodbye, Maxi.
Rival trainee Jake has already made his mark in the 800-metre swim.
Yeah, he's a phenomenal swimmer, Jake, and if he was to really knuckle down and give me anything...
9:13, Jake, and 9:17.
Maxi's slower in the water, but there's no doubting his commitment.
He's finished. You ain't getting the job, he can't count.
Maxi, obviously, he's not real good at counting. He's doing 50 metres more than he's meant to.
He's just tough, mate. He just wants to do more. Yeah. Dedication, isn't it, Maxi? Yeah.
After the pool, a grueling test in the surf. Jake blitzed the swim. Now Maxi needs to show what he's made of.
What are they doing to me, Jake?
Looking around, everyone's rugged up and wetties, and Maxi's standing there in his sluggo's ready to go with no swim cap, so...
Got to go hard, I've got to go for a job, so not having a wetsuit will make me go faster.
Ready, go!
He takes a brave gamble in the frigid winter conditions. Maxi heads straight to the front, risking cramping in the 16-degree water.
Come on, Maxi! Go, son!
But Whippet is first to make it back for the paddle leg.
Maxi did a really good time in the pool, and he's going really hard here. Yeah, he really wants that job, and that's what you want to see. You want to see guys having a go and push themselves as hard as they can.
Overall winner is Whippet.
Right, Kerbox, I got Maxi at 19 minutes.
Never been that calm in my life. Ever.
Maxi comes in 5th, but this time has the edge on fellow trainee Jake. Everyone makes the grade.
Oxy, yeah. Well done, mate. Clear. Oh, mate, you don't want to fail. You don't want to not get a job. You don't want to miss out on the best job in the world. So you give it everything you got. Just give us 5.
Everyone wants to be here as a team, and no one wants to leave. It's a job now that people sort of want to be here forever.
The trainees both need to prove themselves over the coming months. But for Maxi, after 3 years training, he needs to take the next step or leave the service. As crowds build over summer, lifeguards brace themselves for the unexpected. A relaxed Sunday on Australia's most famous beach. But at 2 p.m, police contact the tower. A body has been reported off the cliffs.
Guys, we need to launch the ski. Call was from the police that they might have a body off the golf course and they want us to go around on our ski.
No one knows whether the person is dead or alive. Harries launches the jet ski.
You stay in the tower, mate. I'll get a tube. Hold on. Mate, stay in the tower. What's happened, just so I know? Just there's a body in the, apparently around the golf course.
Beardy assigns trainee Jake to man the tower. A trainee wouldn't normally be given the responsibility of manning the tower, but there are just 3 lifeguards left to patrol Australia's busiest beach.
Hopefully it's not a person, but, you know, more than likely could be.
Not sure whether it's in the water. Police rescue has been called and on their way.
Lifeguards must assume the person is still alive, somewhere at the base of the cliffs. There's only one way to get there. But locating the victim means putting their own lives at risk. As Beardy finally makes it onto the rocks, police direct him to the reported location. Back in the tower, trainee Jake has been holding the fort all on his own.
On the lifeguard safe speaking. Hi. Sorry, this is not a really good time to call. Can you please call back in about half an hour? It's been really busy. Thank you, sorry. Bye.
Beardy hasn't been able to locate the body. Air and police rescue join the search.
They can't see the body, but they're assuming that it's on the cliff and the helicopter's hovering, so I don't think it's in the water. That's the latest update we've had. Nothing from the police yet.
Eventually, the victim is found. A deceased man.
Nothing to do with us now. It's like right up on the top of the land.
With police now in charge, lifeguards can return to the beach.
Yeah, they've declared the area a crime scene, so...
Copy. We're out. We're gone.
The man has been dead for some time, but lifeguards never make assumptions.
Only not too long ago, we did go around and the person was alive, and we made the right decision to go in the water.
For trainee Jake, being thrown in the deep end was a challenge.
He had a massive role. He had to do probably 3 or 4 things at once.
Yeah, it would have been extremely stressful up in the tower.
It's just a bit overwhelming. I had 2 phones ringing and I was contacting the helicopter and I was doing 4 or 5 things at once. My brain was just racing, you know.
Bondi is never short of surprises. But some surprises are less welcome than others. Over the years, Bondi's shark nets have revealed their deadly catch.
Ready to go?
Today, lifeguards have spotted something caught in the nets.
You're jumping off first. No, I won't. That won't be happening.
The suspected shark needs to be removed, dead or alive.
Yeah, just kind of curious to see what it is, and I'll have to give the fisheries guys a ring to come and get out the net, I think.
Hopefully there's no more lurking around, but the water's a bit dodgy at the moment. It's a bit green, there's not much visibility, so it'll be interesting to see how we go.
Quiggers and Bacon draw the short straw.
What is it?
It's a grey nurse shark, tragically a protected species. Generally considered harmless, their teeth are still razor sharp.
Why would we be doing that? You know, the water's so murky, like, who knows what's underneath? Obviously, the smell attracts other sharks.
Gases in the shark's decomposing body make it float to the surface. As Bacon clowns around, the shark launches a surprise attack.
Bacon's just, I think, just silly. I don't think he realises he was trying to kiss it. Not smart. That karma stuff can come back and bite you.
Shark face to face with the shark, and he breathed on me, and never felt more crook. It was disgusting. It was the most disgusting, hideous smell you ever smelled in your life.
2 days later, anxious swimmers report an unwelcome visitor.
Yeah, she's biting. She's saying something. I don't know, she looks pretty adamant.
The shark that was in the net has drifted to shore.
There's a shark in the rip, north of the middle set of flags.
You can't leave the thing there. People are going to freak when they see it. Like, you can't leave it there.
Keen to impress, trainee Maxi volunteers for the job.
Everyone's happy with that scenario. So he's going to go in and get the shark, and we're all going to stand and watch.
You jump down, I'll sit up and wait for you. This is a good utensil, grab it. Yeah. We'll see how we go. But I'm excited, that's all. I'm excited, something different.
Maxi eventually discovers the lurking troublemaker.
It's got to come out of the water. It's dead. It's, you know, we don't want to attract more sharks, and we don't want to scare people. So we'll get it out of the water as the first step.
Not experienced in the art of shark rescues, Maxi and Troy attempt a technique normally reserved for unconscious swimmers.
With an unconscious person, you roll the board over and flip their arm and use the board to pull their momentum to pull them back onto the board. But I don't think that'll work with a dead shark. They seem to be trying though. They got it on.
He had a big rope as he was getting ready to go in the water, and he was doing some fancy knots with it. I said, mate, just go in and pull the bloody thing out.
Troy and Maxi resort to a two-man drag technique.
Mate, not every day at Bondi we pull a shark out of the water.
Now, swimmers are suddenly very brave.
Yesterday I kind of watched Jaws, so that didn't help that.
The only thing under attack right now are beachgoers' nostrils.
It stinks! Yeah, Dean, take it up the beach, get the boys on the shovels, and that's it, mate, I reckon. Give it a burial.
Grave digging isn't in the lifeguard manual.
Trying to put that shark in a plastic bag and take it up to a bin would be a horrible, horrible thing to do.
Say a couple of words, Maxi.
I don't know, I'm not really good with words, mate, but...
rest in peace.
Rest in peace, mate. He's had a good life, by the sounds of it. Let's just call him Frank. See you, Frank, mate. Nice knowing you.
But there are much more common dangers at Bondi.
All these people swimming directly in front of us. You can just move over onto the sandbank a bit for us, for your own safety.
A rip can kill as well as any shark.
And I've got some more little kids in this rip right here to go move.
A group of school children from Korea ignore warning signs and swim in Bondi's most dangerous rip.
Come on.
Language proves a problem.
Do you speak English? Do you speak English? Where's Mum and Dad? Yeah, okay. It's just no swimming to yourself.
여기 위험한 데라서 있는데 저기 저쪽 가야 돼.
선생님한테 말하고 가야 되는데? 선생님!
They don't know the between the flags. I told them.
좋은 것 같다, 이거.
Now we can swim there. Now, from now.
But has the lesson sunk in?
Give them a little advice, help them on their way. It's nice, you know? They're a mad little gang.
Minutes later, Maxi spots more swimmers in trouble at the same rip. They turn out to be the same kids lifeguards warned earlier on. With 3 swimmers to drag in, Troy and volunteer lifesavers help out.
2 clothes, Maxi and Gonzo. They should be right. Just need to put them back on that bank.
it's just stress for us. Not only got to watch them, we've got to watch 30,000 people, you know. So having people you've told numerous times not to swim in places or rescue, just frustrating.
Maxi decides the first lesson didn't sink home.
Who speaks English here? Your brother? Where's your brother? I'm here. Yeah? Okay, mate. Right. Is that the second time you've been rescued today? Was this the first time? Second time. And here I see our dangerous current. That's why. Did you see us rescue? Did you see us rescue your kids? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's very dangerous down here. And obviously...
The kids come up with a solution.
Again, maybe we won't get you to in time you could drown, you know? Have a good day. And just make sure not again, okay? Okay, you're right, mate. Okay.
The teacher decides school is over. After 3 years as a trainee, a year over regulation, D-Day has come for Maxi.
Situation for Maxi, he's got nowhere else to go. Either gets a job now or he just needs to move on to something else.
With rival trainee Jake snapping at his heels, a long-term future as a professional lifeguard is now or never.
Maxi's in there now in his interview and he's going for the temporary part-time position. Got a lot of years ahead of him and I don't think he'd keep the smile off his face if he got it.
Either his lifeguard days are over or about to begin anew.
Stoked, boys, stoked. Yeah. Temporary part-time, brother.
Yeah. Jake is first to congratulate him.
What are you doing for the year, mate?
For Jake, his traineeship is extended for another year.
3, so, yeah. Stoked to get another year, so at least I'm still on.
It's good, mate, it's good.
Yeah.
Hopefully there'll be a few spots next year.
Praying.
No one could ever say I didn't start off from the bottom, so I'm making my way up. I'm stoked.
You know, he's such a great kid, you know. He took all our feedback on board and he'll be here for years to come. So he'll be a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, can't kick me out now unless I do something really bad, but I've done enough of mistakes not to ever do them again, so we'll see.
Yeah, you've got too much experience now to
break anything.
Fall away.
I didn't break anything last year.
No, you did well.
Yeah.
Over the next season, we'll see some massive change in him from a boy into a man.
There's an important call to Maxi's biggest supporter.
Yeah, Mum. I've got temporary part-time, Mum. I've got a job, so it's all good. Yeah. Your little boy's growing up. I don't think my name's going to be Maxi anymore. I think it's going to be Trent. All right, I love you. Bye. Bye, brother. Stoked.
Days later, Maxi has a chance to show what he's made of.
Boys, backpackers, going.
2 tourists have disregarded danger signs and struggle against a rip. Lifeguarding is a job where seconds count.
He's only a young man. He's extremely funny, and what he brings to the service is it's just so much happiness.
I mean, he's got a world of knowledge now at such a young age, and yeah, I think he's got everything it takes. He's just his attitude's changed so much in the last 12 months. Look, he could easily become, team leader. If not, he could probably kick Hoppo out of his job one day.
Maxi, you've got to give it to him. He's that passionate about being a lifeguard. He's having a go at everything. He's not leaving anything to rest, and I think he's got the ability to learn. I think he really wants to learn, so I think it'd be fantastic.
The boy that's become a man saves 2 lives.
I can swim out, I think.
You can swim, but you can't swim in?
Yeah, but it's too hard to get out.
I reckon you call it a day. Go home.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. So you fine? You didn't swap any water?
No.
You all right?
Yeah.
It's a flawless professional rescue, but perhaps there's still a bit of a boy left in the man.
I was in the middle of eating ice cream. Had to fling the ice cream and bolt down here. It's a good one, the boss saw that one. Hope you liked it.